1017 FM 710 Keel. Robert and Aaron, the Shreveport Security Systems Keel text line, 318-392-1884. While we're on sort of the sports topic of sports, I was wholly unaware that Wrestlemania, which has been booked for New Orleans in April of 2018, doesn't 2018 still seem like a long way away?
It does. It seems like forever.
I'm still writing like 2014 on checks, and I apologize to all my creditors.
Yeah.
WrestleMania. Parky, give me details. It's the fourth highest grossing sporting event in the world.
It is. It comes in right behind the Super Bowl, which is number one, the Summer and Winter Olympics, and then number 4 on the list is the FIFA World Cup. And it ranks ahead. You'll love this. The College Football Championship game, that it ranks ahead of that. The entire Final Four weekend.
Right.
And several other. The World Series is like 4 or 5 spots behind.
So
Masters?
When we talk about
all that,
when we talk to like Jay Cicero, who's the New Orleans Sports Authority guy from Shreveport, by the way, Loyola kid, and when we talk to him, he tells us about these intricate, involved, big dollar pitches that the city makes to the National Football League to try to get the Super Bowl to come to New Orleans, and all the things that they have to do. And the NFL says, here's what you got to do. And it's this massive undertaking that involves a cooperative effort between the private sector, the city. I mean, there's 1 billion people involved in this.
Oh, yeah.
And so what you're telling me is that New Orleans sat down and said, this is an awesome event that will bring how much money to the city, to the state?
Well, the WWE alone, the economic impact when the event was held there in 2014 was like $143 million.
So,
and that's just from the WWE.
Repeat that number again.
$143 million brought into the city.
So when Jay Cicero and the New Orleans sports people and they get Mitch Landrieu involved and all these people who are acting on behalf of the city, they go after WrestleMania. They go after the WWE people with the same intensity and purpose and vigor and planning and dollars that they go after the NFL and the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, this is a big deal. And we're just talking about WWE now, but because this is such a massive event for the wrestling universe, all the other wrestling promotions follow in behind. So you have other venues being booked by other wrestling companies like Ring of Honor. There's a company that does like a sort of a Comic-Con for wrestlers called WrestleCon that happens in every WrestleMania city. So they usually rent out a hotel and a convention space.
So when you see this in the news today or tomorrow, this is not just, this is a huge thing.
It's a BDD.
This is a get.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, the WWE alone takes up 4 days and brings in millions and millions of dollars. And then there's all the fringe activities that go along with it that add to the city and get bars booked up and venues and different convention centers.
Who else did we bid against for this? Do we know?
I don't know. They've been in. They usually look for cities that have stadiums that can handle 60, 70,000 plus.
But over this week of WrestleMania with all the events, it's not outlandish by any regard to say 25, 30, 40, 50,000 people from outside New Orleans will come to town like it was a damn... Well, like, it is.
God.
I was going to say, it's the Super Bowl of wrestling. No, the Super Bowl is the WrestleMania of football.